What's good, my people? Lost gets. Guys, happy weekend. This is Informant 254, guys. If you're new to this YouTube channel, don't forget to check it out and subscribe. Talking about opportunities in life abroad. Guys, today let's talk about money. Let's talk about cash, para, geld, dollar, euro. Guys, today I'm gonna talk about loans in Germany, and what qualifies you to get a loan, what you need to be careful about when taking a loan, the requirements, and without loans you can't move on. There are people who don't have generational wealth, so loans are what makes people go to the next level in terms of financial freedom. Just before we move on, I know what you're thinking. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. If you want a financial advisor, Google, or just go to your bank. They'll tell you a lot about investments and things to do with money. But today I'm going to give you information, just basic information about loans and how you have to go around taking these loans as a foreigner in Germany and even as a German, because these laws apply across the board. So guys, welcome, and let's get this to the next level. Yeah, requirements. What are the requirements of you taking that loan that will take you to the next level? Guys, loans can only be taken by responsible people, yeah? You have to be 18 years old and above. They don't give underage people loans. How will you pay it? How can we take you to court? The bank can't sue you. So, you have to be above 18. You need to have some kind of income, you need to have a job, a business or something. They need to see that, okay, if they're giving you 10,000 euros, how are you going to pay back? So you need to have a job, or if you have a business, but money has to come into your account, otherwise you can't get a loan, The third thing, the residence permit. Oh man, if you don't have a permanent residence permit, you're in problems. You're actually not in problems. You just take a small piece of loan, small piece of amount, But for important big loans, we're talking of 40, 50, 60, 70,000, car loans, I'll talk about the loans, the type of loans, You need to have a permanent residence. Otherwise, you can't take a really big loan, Those are some of the requirements, guys, there's something else you have to know about loans. In Germany, there's an organization, or I can say it's an institution called Schufa. Guys, another requirement, you have to have a high score Schufa point. I'm talking of 90 to 99 or 100%. If you are Schufa free, it's good. It means you're not in any risk. Because if you're going to take a loan, you have to understand that the bank always checks on the Schufa score. The Schufa score is, let me just explain something small about Schufa. This is an institution that checks how you are paying your bills, how you are paying your, things like rent. If you borrowed some, you bought a computer and they've been trying to take money from your account and the money is not showing it has no money, you'll be sent to this organization. So it saves all those mistakes, Let's say the bouncing of booking money from your account is bad for you. It makes you have a low score Schufa. The higher the Schufa you have, the better. I know it's ironical, right? Yeah. It means that you have to have a high Schufa score of 90 to 100, if possible, for a bank to give you a good loan. So that's really important. That's one of the main requirements, because if your Schufa is really low, they will not give you a loan. They'll just tell you, hey, es tut mir leid. In German it means I'm sorry. We can't, because your bank shows your bank data and your payment data is not good. It means you are not paying your bills on time. You are running around. It says that you have a bad Schufa score. Something else about Schufa is that you have to understand, if you have so many bank accounts and the money is not coming in, going out, it's always less. It also gives you a bad Schufa score. So that's about Schufa. You need to check about Schufa before you go to take a loan. So important Schufa, guys. If you are new in Germany, just know you cannot just walk into a bank. Try and you had problems paying your rent, problems paying your telephone bills, problem paying for your laptop which you took on credit. It means it shows that you'll be put on a bad Schufa score. And for you to check your Schufa, it's really easy. You can check it online. You know, Schufa Ankunft. You know, there's some which you pay like 29 euros, some you are free. You know, so guys, that's about Schufa. Let's go to this thing. Let's go to the money part. Let's go to the money. On the requirements, just to wrap it up, yeah. You have to understand, if you come to Germany on a work contract, like it's 4 years or 5 years or 6 years or 3 years or even 1 year, you know, you have to make sure that the loan you're taking, they'll just give you a loan according to your work contract, you know. So it's also something that is okay. It's not something that you need to be like, yeah. They just give you, if you have a work contract for 5 years, just take a loan for 5 years if you want, and you'll be good to go. So that's what banks look at, you know. They look at, okay, yeah, this is the amount of money you earn, this is the amount of money you need per month, and then they help you with your calculations and tell you, know, you can't take more than this, because after paying your loan, you'll not be able to pay your normal bills and live your normal life. So the banks also are a bit sensitive. They just don't give you and let you go suffer, you know. So they are considerate, you know. Your bank, you know, berata, you know, your advisors will be like, yeah, will be like for that, you know. Yeah. Let's go to the types of loans, yeah. You know, straight to the point. The first type of loan is Kredit, guys. You know, these are like this is like installment loan. You know, Raten means you can like take a loan and you get to pay per month for like you bought something like you know, some of this Raten credit is like you go to an institution where they're selling gadgets like computers, TVs and stuff, and you just take the gadget, and then you know what happens, you pay per month. You know, some of these institutions which allow you to take this Raten credit, you know, like Saturn, you know, MediaMarkt and stuff, you know, just for people in Germany. But they are, this loan, some of them have 0%, you know, like 0% interest, depending on the institution you're going to, you know. And they work with banks. So what happens is you go to like take your 65-inch TV, and they say, okay, yeah, this is the amount of money you'll pay us back in 84 months, and you'll be paying 0% interest. You get it? So you pay, like, for example, 120 euros per month till you finish the credit. And it's something good. I found it's something good in Germany, you know, because yeah, you're taking a loan, like, actually indirectly, you know. It doesn't mean that you are going to take this loan from your bank. For example, if you go to this institution where they sell gadgets like TVs, computers, you know, phones and stuff, they just make credit with this bank, and then the bank takes money from your account every month till you finish that kind of credit. That's the first credit. You know, it's called the Raten credit, installment loan. You know, just paying installments, which is okay. Doesn't need to be from your bank. Okay, the second loan is Sofort Kredit. Sofort Kredit in German. It's the instant credit. This loan, guys, I don't think it's a good one, but sometimes people need money, you know, emergencies. So what happens is you need money immediately. So Sofort is with high risks. It means that you need the money. They know you're actually desperate. You know, you need to fly home. You need to something for some kind of medical emergency. So Sofort Kredit is high. It has a really high installment, not installment. It has a high, you know, how do you call them? You know, the rates are really high. You know, for Sofort credit. You know, instant credit. You know, that's the second type of credit, which is, it's a bad idea. You know, people don't go for Sofort credit. The rates are so high. You know, the installment. Okay, they're so high. You know, I even don't know how to explain it. You know? But don't go for. Okay, but you can go for it. Depends on how desperate you are. So that was it. That was the second type of credit. Guys, just to clear up with Sofort credit, you know, that's instant credit. It means that you just applied online, tack. You put in your data, you put in how much you earn, you know, you put in the amount of months you need to pay it, and then you are in it, you know. This Sofort credit has less security. They don't ask a lot of stuff, you know. I even think some people who are unemployed can get it, with it. It has less security, that's the first thing, but it has a really high rate. You know, the interest rate is so high, you know, because of the less security. It means they are going for a risk. This is a risk, you know. So guys who are going for Zofort credit or instant credit, it's a bad idea. Always plan to take good credit with proper credit advisors, you know, the beratas, the guys who explain to you this is a good credit, you know, the rates are this at the end of the year, you know, you can pay if you in the middle of the month, you can also pay if you have extra money. Very, very important, guys. Very important, you know. So Zofort credit is, for me, in my personal opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, but it's a bad idea. Don't go for it. Okay. The third one is auto credit, guys. You know, you want to buy a car that's worth 30,000 euros, you know. If you don't earn 30,000 euros, you need to take credit. But the good thing with auto credit, banks give you this money, 30, 40, 50, 60,000. Why? The reason behind is that the car is the security. You know, you default paying this credit, they just come for the car and they sell it. They sell it at a throwaway price. You're the one who loses. So auto credit is not a bad thing. You can take a small credit. It depends on how much you want to pay. You can take even 5,000. You know, my first credit was a car. You know, took 5,000, bought a car. It worked. So the thing is, auto credit is not a bad thing. It's something that I find to be nice in Germany. You know, it's easy for the bank to give you 60,000 on auto credit than to give you on a normal credit. You know that you ask, because with the car they'll come for it. You know, so auto credit is there and it's not bad. Sometimes to feel good, buy a nice car, enjoy your life. Okay, my fourth credit is called Immobilien credit. You know, some people in Germany talk about Baufinanzierung, you know, like to, you know, Immobilien credit is to buy a house, you know. Guys, if you want to buy a house in Germany, you can also apply for credit. You know, and this one is not a bad type of credit, you know. Really important to have a house, you know. If you can manage to go for a Baufinanzierung, or you go for this Immobilien credit to buy a house, why not? Just know that if you default paying, the bank will come for the house. It's the same thing, you know. But with the Baufinanzierung means the bank can decide to give you 500,000, then you've given them like 20 or 50,000, and then you can continue paying per month. You know, that's all about Immobilien credit. Something very important that I've seen in Germany that works, you know. And not only for that, you can also use this Immobilien credit to do your renovations for your house. You know, buy a garage, buy a parking lot. You know, as I said, parking lot in Germany just costs a lot of money. You can just buy a small parking lot for 10,000 euros because parking is a problem. You know, people in Germany who own land are millionaires. Those who own land to also plant food and stuff, those ones are actually billionaires. You know, land in Germany is, you have to have inherited. Otherwise, it's a problem. I'm telling you, you cannot have land. You know, people just live in apartments, rentals, and lease places to keep their things because land. Your great-grandfather, your great-great-grandfather must have had that piece of land. Otherwise, land is unaffordable. Okay, guys, that's why it's important to have this Immobilien credit, like housing loan. That's what's up, guys. That's what's up. You won't believe this type of credit. Umschuldungskredit. Guys, in Germany, there's something called Umschuldungskredit. Ha! You know what that means in English? Rescheduling your credit. It means if you have 3 types of credit, you can put them all together and then pay it at one. Pay it as one type of credit, which is not a bad thing. Combining all your credits into just one piece of credit. It's not a bad thing. I find it nice, actually. I'll support this, So if you are you have 5,000 here, you have 10,000 there, you have 15,000 the other side, just combine all of them, make a better deal. That's it. You're good to go. Because banks can allow you, people in Germany take more than 3, 4, 5 types of credit. So you just make sure that you organize with your bank, with a new bank. In fact, new banks are better. You organize with a different bank to get a better offer, to pay all that nonsense that you have in your past. and just pay it in one installment, per month. It's not a bad thing. It's called Umschuldungskredit. Those ones who didn't know, rescheduling your credit in Germany, very good country. NB, this is what we saw. This is what we say, NB. Things to note. Kreditanfrage. Don't do it. Don't do it if you know it can put you in Schufa. If you go to the requesting, you want to take a loan, is something bad because it will increase your Schufa. It will actually reduce your Schufa score if you are in Schufa, because it will be reflected in other banks. So this thing about trying to request a loan, is not good. It's not good in Germany. You need to do it differently. You need to just inquire, but don't request. There's a difference between inquiring and requesting. So I'll advise you to know that you cannot go and request that you want to take a loan. If you request to take a loan, it's put in the system. Okay, guys, in Germany, that's something that is there. And if you put you in the system that you try to apply for a loan and you didn't get it and stuff, it's bad for your Schufa score. To pull down your Schufa score needs to be high, 90 to 100%. Guys, as we continue with the video, just know, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, this is Informant 254. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, let's get this thing done. Money, loans. And if you go for the Kredit Konditionen, the conditions are different. Like loan conditions. You just want to know about loan conditions. It's okay if you ask that in your bank. It will not put you. It will not put you in the system. So that's something that's really important for you to know. I've talked about Kreditanfrage and Kredit Konditionen. Those are two different things. Okay? That's really important for you to know. It's really important for you to know that. So guys, I hope I've encouraged somebody to go and take credit and use it wisely. Okay? Just for example, you go and take 10,000 euros, right? With 1.89% rate per year, for 84 months in Germany. Germany has a really good rate. German loans have really good rates. You cannot compare them to my country. If you take 10,000 euros in Kenya, you'll pay 20,000. If you take 10,000 euros in Germany, so let's do this. You take 10,000 euros in Germany, right? And the interest rate is like 1.89% per year, right? And you're paying 127 euros and 12 cents per month. For 84 months, that's a good type of credit. Just for example, right? For a single person, you'll pay at the end of your credit 10,600 and around 68. 10,600. Let's say take 10,700. You pay 700 euros more after 84 months. See how amazing Germany is with credit. So, that's just an example of one type of credit. And to check credit, how much you need to pay per year, how much you need to pay for the rates, everything is in the internet. Everything is on the internet. I'll be putting down here links of how you can check your credit. I'll be putting for many, like check 24, finance check. I'll be putting all of them, so that if you feel like you want to check on how much you can take, how the duration in which you need to pay the credit, everything will be down there. The rates, how much, 1 point something percent. It's actually 1 point. In Germany, the rates are not so high. It's 1.8 to 2 point, maybe 4. The rates are not so high, because there's money in Germany, guys. There's cash here, and they give it. For these small credits like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, you don't need to, it's not hard. Just go, they give it to you. So long as you have a permanent residence, you have a permanent work contract, which is really important, because the work contract is your security. We don't use title deeds like in Kenya. We don't have them here. People don't have land in this country. People don't have land. They have nothing. People just work and live their lives from work. Work is your security. Your work is, you need to hold on to your work like there's nothing else. Because after work, then you get your pension. But then work is important. A permanent job is important for you to take credit. You can take any type of credit, drive any type of car. In fact, car credits, they give them. And drive a very big car in this country if cars are the ones that make you feel nice. So that's what's up, guys. I'll be putting links on how to check your credit. I'll also put a link on checking your Schufa and stuff like that, so that you just know your Schufa score. If it's 90 and above, or if it's below 90. That's what's up. Okay, guys, let me just finish up because I know there'll be so many questions about Schufa and the Schufa score, okay? For you to maintain a high score on your Schufa points, there are some things you need to be careful about. First of all, pay your bills on time. Always pay your bills on time. The second thing, if you have so many loans, take one Unschuldung, like one loan to clear all that stuff, the rescheduling of your loans. Take one loan to reschedule all your loans to one. Another thing, don't change your bank accounts every time. Every 3 months you're changing your bank accounts. It's bad for your Schufa score. Okay? Another thing, don't take so many credit cards, because the credit cards, they'll indicate you're in Schufa. They'll be minus. They'll put you on Schufa, And for Schufa, for you even to look for a good apartment in Germany, you need to have a high Schufa score, the one that the landlord asks for. You need to have a high point Schufa score for you to get a good house, because some landlords ask for the Schufa score, and not that one that is free. You have to go and pay for that one that the landlords want, which costs 29.99 euros from Postbank and other small websites around. That's really, really important, about Schufa. Guys, don't forget about that to check it out. Something that's really important about Schufa. Always check your Schufa score every year if possible. Online. Just check it. It's free. There's some which are free, there's some which you pay, but check them. They are very, very important for you to check. Very important to check your Schufa score. That's important. And then something else, if you check your Schufa score and for example, you've paid everything and you're still on the Schufa score, there's one insurance called the Rechtsschutz, which everybody needs to have in Germany. You need to have this kind of insurance, Call your Rechtsschutz lawyer, and inform the lawyer that you have cleared all your bills, but you're still on Schufa. Your lawyer will deal with them, will deal with these people, the Schufa people. I'm telling you, what I'm talking about. They'll deal with them, Otherwise, maintain your Schufa score. Let it be high, Let it be really high so that you can take loans. And if you take a loan, pay it on time. Take a loan that is flexible, that is good for you, that you're comfortable paying, and so that there's no bouncing of booking money from your account. Anytime money bounces, it's booked and bounces on your account, it's bad for your Schufa score. Pulls your Schufa score down, okay? So guys, today is a wonderful Saturday, and it's freezing because winter is already here. I think it's 1 degree out here. Yeah. And I just want to thank you for watching this video to the end. In case you have any kind of questions, just check me out. And let's see what else I can talk about as we take this thing to the next level. Something about security on loans, yeah? Guys, if you're applying for a loan, make sure you apply with your wife. Because two people, if your wife is working, it's good because it improves on the security. The bank feels safe to give you that particular type of loan. Apply with your loan. That's something really important. Also, by checking online on different platforms, to check the best credit you can take, the one that has the best rates. Compare. You don't need to take from your bank. That's a scam. Just go check the best loan, check the best rates, per year, and go for that one. Because the money is money. if it's coming from your bank or it's coming from another bank. Euro is euro, you know, pounds are pounds. That's what's important for you to also take note when you're going for these loans, you know, in Germany. Don't forget to do that. Don't forget. And then two, you know, apply for a loan that is realistic. Don't apply for a loan that, for example, you're taking a loan that you're taking a car loan that you're not going to stay with this car for the next 30 years. And then you're supposed to pay the loan for like 20 years. No, man. Take a realistic loan, you know. Don't just go for anything. Take something that's realistic, that makes sense. Okay? Don't take a car that you feel like you'll have 5 years and you need to pay for 20 years. That's something really important for you to take, you know. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. That's a disclaimer, but for entertainment purposes, listen to me. Okay, just to finish up about loans, you know. For the people who have problems, you know, like getting loans, there's also something called, you know, crowd-funded loans. You know, peer-to-peer lending. You know, if, for example, you have a startup, banks don't give money to startups because startups fail sometimes. Not every startup project always succeeds. So for you, if you have a startup project, you know, you want to start something, you discovered something, the best way is for you to go for these crowd loan funds, you know, which is peer-to-peer. You know, their rates are really high. But then you need the money, you know. You can risk by going for this startup, you know, this peer-to-peer lending platforms. You know, I know one which is called the Oxy Money. I'll be putting a link down here, you know, so that in case somebody is, you know, you're a freelancer, you know, you're not employed, but you have your money, you want to, you know, like you want to borrow money from this, you know, peer-to-peer lending platforms. Why not? You know, life is all about risks too. So if you feel this is something for you, you know, peer-to-peer borrowing, check it out, do your own research, you know. So guys, that's it for me today. I want to wish you a lovely weekend. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Germany, and God bless you. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is Informan254 signing out from Stuttgart. Take care and be strong. Love is always the answer.